Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this right here is Tom Clark's Main Event. What's up, kids? Welcome back to the program. Tom Clark's Main Event has been here for a while now. Actually, we just took a week break, a week and a day. A week? Yeah. 2 weeks? I don't know. We weren't here last week. How was your Thanksgiving? How's the family? Did you eat too much turkey? The answers for me are great, really good, and yes. So, gravy and stuffing and turkey and pumpkin pie. Cool Whip. Yes. I ate last week, and man, was it good. I'm just saying. How's everybody out there today? Welcome back to the show. Let's get some stuff. There's the ticker. It's ticking. Let's get some names up here, or my name, so all of you know who I am. That makes sense? Where am I? Bam, there we are. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, how's everybody? Elvis, what's up, E? How you doing, my friend? Sugar Shane Odom in the house. Ray, what's going on, dude? Jamel in Vegas, how are you? Where you at? Darn it. This thing's going to be annoying today. What's up, Jamel in Vegas? Guten Tag to you, Sandy. What's up, Mark? Mean Mark Gray. Carlos Martinez, how are you? Elvis is having a chicken torta for breakfast. Did you bring enough for everyone? I see how it is. What's up, Alma? How are you today? Mark's watching Raw right now. Go with God, brother. Hats off to you. What's up, Joe? There we go. Joe in Lakeland, Florida. Says Raw was a good show this week. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Double V, Victor Vasquez. How you doing, my friend? What's up, E? There's another E here. Eric Stempen? You're just Eric. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Jumpin' Jeff Sharma is in the house. Man, I've got different options. I've got hide current comment popping up every time I go somewhere on this thing. It's making me crazy. Belinda, what's going on? Toby, welcome back to you as well. Jane Hannah Scott, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Tommy Hungry. Johnny Hungry. Yeah, it's good stuff. What's up, Linda? How are you? Homemade tamales. Man, you didn't share. What's up? Boy, you're not kidding about that, Ray. I don't have pumpkin pie often, but when I have it with Cool Whip. What's good, Tim? How are you, my friend? What's up, Chad? How you doing? Will, happy Friday to you, sir. Hello, Jane. I'll say hello to you again, my dear. How are you? Shannon, what's up? My Thanksgiving was exquisite. Thank you very much for asking. Hope yours was as well. Alma talking about chocolate chip pecan pie. Good God in heaven. Sandy talking about war games. Brother, Sandy, we ain't talking about war games here today, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. We might hit it next week. Let's see. What else? Anybody else that's right, Jane. I keep forgetting where you are in the world. Greenwood, South Kakalaki. I'm in Conover, North Kakalaki. Not too far from you, actually. If you're ever in this neck of the woods, say hello. Cherie Baker, how are you, my friend? Robbie, what's going on? Tim is in Dyersburg, Tennessee. What's up, Tim? I'm not far from you either, brother. E, you get that crap up off my comments, man. I'm not even putting that stuff up. Are you kidding me? Eric says, I have a house in South Carolina in a little town called Troy, about 25 minutes away. Interesting. I don't think I know Troy, South Carolina. Toby talking about Punk and Britt. Yeah, we'll get there. there's 29 of you here. Of course you can, Ray, but you can only stop by and say hello if you got Adam Cole with you and you bring potato salad. See how you always put restrictions on me? Not restrictions, but you know what I mean. Anytime, brother. I'm going to kick off this show in a kind of a weird way. There's 32 of you. Welcome to the show. My name's Tom. I've been doing the podcast since 2014, and I love doing the show. I also have a second podcast called Tom Clark 6M Podcast. We focus on movies, music, Marvel, magazines, miniseries, and more. It's a geek culture / pop culture podcast. Both my shows are free. I sell some merch if you'd like to check it out. tinyurl.com/Tom Clark Pods, PODS. And you can see it in the ticker below, tinyurl.com/Tom Clark Pods, PODS. So I'd appreciate any love you can show us on the merchandise front. I promise you I don't make much money off of it, if anything. But it's just cool to get the logos out there. So if you guys are interested, please buy some merch. I got some new designs up. I'm going to talk about something kicking off the show, and it's going to be a little hard for me to get through. So bear with me for a second. Next week will make 2 years since we lost my sister. Today would have been her 34th birthday. I have not been shy about family stuff here. I don't get too personal with you guys, but 2 years ago when she passed, I did my Christmas show with a Santa hat on, crying my eyes out. And a lot of you were there for that and saw this big, babbling idiot. And you guys were there for me, and I appreciate it. And we had we had a fund page up to pay for the expenses of everything that we had to do. Okay. And some of you guys put money in. I am forever grateful for the comments and the kind words. I'm going to put a phone number up. This is not my phone number, so don't be calling and thinking we're going to, talk. This is and this is a little hard to talk about. Bear with me. This is the SAM HSA National Helpline. This is a drug addiction hotline. It's confidential. It's free help. You don't have to be the one that's having an issue. If you know of someone that has an issue in your family or friends or whatever, call the number. I'm not so much of a wuss that I'm not going to sit here and give you help if I can help. If you or anybody struggling with something, it doesn't have to be illegal. It can be prescription, whatever it is. Call the number, okay? Get some help. As long as this is ticking, it's not too late. I promise you. Don't let this stop, okay? Because when this is done, you're done. Don't let it be done. And if this ridiculous mess tells you nothing, if you know anybody, I don't care if you went to high school with the guy and you hadn't seen him in 10 years, if you know he's struggling, call that number, okay? Send this number to someone that it can help. And if they can't help you at this number, they can hook you up with somebody that can. Do not sit back and not get help, okay? I'm sorry. I apologize for the nonsense. It's supposed to be a pro wrestling show, but it's on my mind. She's on my mind big time. Her name was Christy, and I miss her terribly. So anyway, there's the number. Sorry. Anybody just tuning in has no idea what's going on right now. I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. Get help. Get help for someone you know. Do not wait. You understand? Because when they're gone, it's too late. And you are left picking up the pieces. And I promise you, you don't want to be in this position. It sucks. Okay? Do the best you can. Reach out. You can't do it for them. They can only do it themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if you can give a number, for God's sake, give a freaking text it right now to whoever needs to have it. That's all. I'm sorry. I apologize. You guys didn't come here for that. But you know what? If one person ends up with that number and it can help somebody, cool. Okay. Again, I apologize. All right. Who's ready to talk some pro wrestling? My apologies for that. So there we go. I got stuff to sell. As we said, I hawk merchandise. It's what I am. It's who I is, what I do. There's the main event t-shirt. Isn't she pretty? Some of you guys have my merch. Sandy has a bunch of it. So thank you, Sandy. You guys are awesome. I got the cup. And yes, there's a bunch of good old hot coffee. God, don't let me drop it. Wouldn't that suck? Fries the keyboard, fries the mouse, dead air. You know what I mean? We can't have that. So, let's talk a little bit about some pro wrestling. Are you ready to get in there? Ray says he bought a shirt and a mug. Ray, you're the man, brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I can't read your comments. It's too much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get on to this. Who watched Dynamite Wednesday? Oh, man. It's getting hot in here. It's getting way hot in here. There's some sizzling going on. Cody by God Rhodes versus Andrade from this past AEW Dynamite. The roof is on fire. Let the mother effer burn. Let me just tell you something. In all good conscience right now, I'm sitting there going, oh, it's Brandy. She's in a hoodie. She's got lighter fluid. Like I popped. And I was like, oh, she's got two. Oh my God. Like she's soaking the table with the lighter fluid. What's your thoughts on this? Ridiculous stunt. Is it going somewhere? Was this just to get Cody over in Hotlanta? Oh, there's a good pun. Hotlanta. What do you think, huh? Hotlanta. That's a good. I need a rim shot for that, buddy. That's good stuff. What'd you guys think about this spot, dude? What's your thoughts on it? Carla says Cody's back got messed up. Yes, dude, he is messed up. Insane. E says the golden shovel. Yes, sir. 100%. Isn't that something? He's having fun with it. Let me just tell you something. All of these people getting upset. I'm tired of AEW mentioning WWE on there. It's entertaining. It's fun. You don't have to like it. You can turn the channel if you'd like to. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Ghazi, what's up, my friend? I felt like it was a bit unnecessary. Granted, I've never liked fire spots. Even as a deathmatch fan, I don't like fire. I don't like death matches, if I'm being honest with you guys. It's just me, dude. Just me. Eric says, I love when Andrade's chest was on fire. Made me laugh and putting it out during the pinfall. Isn't that something? Jamel says, he lit himself on fire and still got booed. I was sports entertained. That's all that matters. Tim says, I think Edge and McFoley done it better, but it was an awesome spot. Oh, my God. That was death-defying, wasn't it? What's up, Josh? How are you, my friend? Elvis says the Miz returning was awesome. I don't know. Sheree keeps it simple. He says we all knew Cody was going to win. Yeah. I mean, you know. Jeff with a good point. Both AEW and WWE mentioned each other this week. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know. Shannon, let's get Shannon in here. I've seen a lot about Cody, but how is Andrade doing? Looks like his face got most of it. I don't have an update for you on Andrade. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. So there you go. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I have mixed feelings about this, if I'm being straight with you. I don't know how I feel about it. Part of me says, let them do what they want to do. I mean, people hate on you for criticizing WWE and say, they're the best company in the world. Let them do what they want to do. Well, then let AEW do what they want to do. You see what I'm saying? Let them do what they want to do as well. That's just my opinion. Look, here's the bottom line for me, kids. The point is this. They are their own company. They're not WWE. They never profess to be WWE. They never profess to be better or worse than WWE, depending on whose opinion or whose side you're on, right? Or who you listen to. But the point here for me is they're wanting to stand out. They want to do something different. They want to give fans something they're not getting from the other guys. So guess what? They're giving them that. And you don't have to like it. You ain't got to love it. You can turn the channel. As I said before, you can turn the channel. But you know what? They're doing what they're doing. So, you know, we will have to wait and see how this all plays out. I don't know that I love it, but I also don't know that I hate it either. So, yeah. Any other comments on this? We don't have a whole lot of topics queued up this week, but I thought we'd go in depth on some of the ones that we're putting up. Toby says, I thought it was odd. Cody went through the table and was on fire, but got the pin. Well, the point is he was putting suplexing Andrade onto the table, so Andrade would have taken the worst of the fall, which really didn't happen. I get what you're saying, though, but that was kind of the idea. How about the ref? Was it Ramsberg that was the ref? How about that ref doing his due diligence because Andrade's shoulder wasn't down? Because in WWE, that would have been a pin. Do you know what I mean? Not for nothing. That would have been an automatic 1, 2, 3. And try telling a guy who just went through fire, your shoulder's up, Andrade. You know what I mean? The ref's like, I can't count 3. And Cody put his shoulder down. That's good stuff. Anyways, Robbie says, I can't decide who was bigger, baby. Miz not getting return part from WWE or Seth talking about his day 1 match screwed up. Interesting. We'll get to WWE stuff here shortly, I promise you. Ray says, what happened when Keith Cole and those 2 guys beat the snot out of Orange Dummy? Ooh, them's fighting words. You going to the show in Long Island, Ray? I might be going to that AEW Battle of the Belts in Charlotte. I haven't gotten tickets yet, but I probably will get them. Me and the boy will go. We'll get to Brock on SmackDown here shortly, I promise you. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, was this necessary? No. But Cody is hell-bent on not changing, on not turning heel. Tina was there. Tina was there live, kids. How did this thing play out for you live, by the way? Everyone say hello to Tina Miller, co-host of Peaches and Power Bombs. I watched it back, and it was weird. The booze came over louder than being there. Cody got more cheers than you think. I heard the same thing from other people. So I get that. Tina, you should have Shannon on your show. I'm going to go book your show for you. Power to the women. Oh, the pre-sales already happened, Carlos. Yeah. If I get tickets now, it's going to be expensive. For sure. Eric says, I'm going to AEW January 5th in Newark. Hate the state, but can't wait for Eric throwing some shade at Jersey. Man, Tina, you getting some love from the congregation here. That's all right. Awesome. Coffee or pumpkin spice. How about pumpkin spice coffee? Today I'm having a peppermint bark. No, actually, this is brewed coffee out the pot. I got a new coffee maker. Ooh. All right. So everybody, while you're here, if you will, click the heart and the thumbs up button. Here's something else you can do for me. You see that little bell on the feed? Click that bell. That's notifications. Okay. So the next time we go live here, you will know. All right. So click that bell. You'll be glad you did. Shannon says, whoever gives Adam Cole his first loss, Ray is going to hate. And Ray says, will never happen. You kids be purty. We've had some people talking about this. What about that promo last week that lasted like 3 hours between CM Punk and MJF? How about that? Phil was there that night, by the way. We were talking about last night. We did the episode of the 6M together. What'd you guys think about this? What do you think about this feud so far? Right now, it's all talky. And that's good. It's 2 best talkers in the company for my money. Punk and Friedman. So what do you guys think? What's your thoughts on this? This is a very AEW heavy episode of the show, by the way. Tina says Cody always goes all out for Atlanta. It's not pandering for likes. Remember, he did the cage moonsault ever. That's true. Very, very true. Punk versus Friedman. I love this. I love the fact that they're just going to go ahead and get this feud going, get it rolling. I say awesome. I'm all about it. MJF pointing out some stuff about Punk, about it's taken Punk a long time to beat guys he should beat fairly easily. Here's the thing, kids. You can't have it both ways. You can't, on one hand, want Punk to come in and give younger guys a shot and help make their talent look good and, in essence, get them over because they can go toe-to-toe with a future Hall of Famer and a former 3-time WWE champion and a solid performer who at one time was considered to be perhaps the best in the world. You can't want him to do those things, and then when he does those things, you get mad about it. See what I'm saying? If he went in there and squashed Darby, if he squashed QT, if he squashed Moriarty, if he squashed all these guys, you'd be upset about that. Not you, but you know what I mean. Can't have it both ways. I love what Punk's doing. He's making it legitimate contests. He's saying, you guys have some tough talent here. These guys are tough. They know how to wrestle. But I'm going to outlast. You know what I mean? I think eventually we're getting to Punk versus Bryan Danielson. I don't know when we're going to get that, but that's what I think. Chad, I'm sorry you didn't hang out longer, brother. I appreciate you, though. Eric says, I like MJF's character, so I'm loving this feud. Best heel in years. I would totally agree with that. Let's see. Jamil says, I love how Punk is being booked. I 100% agree. Yep. Toby says, I applaud Punk. He's having fun making guys look strong. I love that make him look strong comment. Remember the podcast he did with Colt where he's talking about they kept telling him, you got to make Roman look really, really strong. And they did it like 9 times or something. He's like, oh my God, I get it. I'll make him look strong. Make him look stronger if he wins the match. And they didn't want him to win the match. Go back and listen to it. If you've never listened to it, there you go. Ray is doing all kinds of kissing up, and I'm here for it. He says, why did Daniel go heel? Because Daniel Bryan is a really good heel. And he's saying fickle. How about that? What do you guys think about that? Ooh. Yep, Christopher talking about Punk called MJF a lesser-known Miz. Shannon says yesterday was a year as Sting has been in AEW. Winter is coming. It came, right? We'll talk about that here shortly, too. Good call. How about this, kids? Hangman Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson at AEW's Winter is Coming. It happens on December 15th at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas. Home of the Cowboys, right? So, Hangman and Page versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and then a singles match for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. That's going to be a good show. We were questioning if they were going to hold on until March is like the next big pay-per-view. But I say just do it now. Why not just do it now? What do you guys think about this match, and are you looking forward to it? He's preaching right there, buddy. Let's see. Carlos said they mentioned that'll be a lot with MJF and Punk, the King of Kings. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. It's, Marcus is going to be there December 15th. Enjoy the show, my friend. Oh, man, Alma with a good call says Sting's face paint wicked good. Oh, yeah, he looked great. He looked great. Will we see a debut at Winter's Coming? Molly, great question. I don't know. That's a good question. Who's out there? Keith Lee, perhaps? His no compete's not up, right? Bray Wyatt. People are still talking. Well, Wyndham Rotunda. Excuse me. People are still talking about Wyndham Rotunda. It's possible. Winter is Coming. What a twist that would be to have the Wyndham Rotunda character or whatever character he's doing coming out when a year before it was Sting at the same type of event. You know what I mean? Tim says they need another big heel to join MJF. I think MJF's fine on his own. I think he's fine on his own, in my opinion. It could be Rotunda. They could have been saving him for it this whole time. We'll see what happens. Because we all kind of thought if he was going to show up, it'd be Halloween time, right? Halloween weekend. It did not happen. So, yeah. We'll see. What else we got here? Tina says the Wardlow babyface turn is slowly coming. Oh, it's inching along, isn't it? At a snail's pace, but they'll get there. Oh man, when he turns on MJF, I mean, take your time. Ease into it. You know what I mean? Ease into it. I'm all for it. I think he'll get over like crazy. I love it, honestly. There you go. All right, so I'm looking forward to this. I think Paige and Danielson are going to tear it up. I love Brian's work since he got there. I love Brian's work before. Ray says Billy Gunn looked amazing. 100% true on that for sure. The guy is in tremendous shape still. Looks like he hadn't aged a day, to be honest with you. It's crazy. Let's talk about AEW Rampage tonight, kids. Tonight, for the TNT Championship, Sammy Guevara defends against the premier athlete, Tony Nese. That's going to be an interesting match. This is Tony's time to shine, to prove himself. We'll see how it goes. Penta El Zero and Pac. Pac versus FTR. That's all we got for you so far. So Jade Cargill and Janai Kai, I don't want to get her name wrong, Thunder Rosa on commentary. Jade Cargill versus Janai Kai with Thunder Rosa on commentary. It's going to be a good show, man. I can't wait to see this tonight. Should be fun. What do you guys think about Rampage tonight? Yeah. See that? This is why Tina's a good host. No spoilers. Anybody got spoilers? Show yourself the door. Toby says Sammy versus Tony will be outstanding. Both guys can really go. 100% agreed. I'm sure they had a really, really good match. Yeah, I've noticed that, Jamel. Oh my God, what's her name? With Britt Baker and Rebel. Give me her name. Oh, don't tell me her name. Don't tell me her name. I can't remember her name. Doesn't do the DMD. Oh my God. I'm blanking on her name. Give me the name. Jamie, I got to look her up, man. I don't know anything about her, if I'm being straight. I'm going to look her up. I can't wait to see her. Ray, you're not offensive. Ray says, hope this doesn't offend people. What do you think of Nyla Rose wrestling as a woman, but she was born a dude? I'm perfectly fine with it. Wrestling is a work, as you know, Ray. You're not trying to hurt anyone. You're not trying to actually put anyone in the hospital. Not attempting to. And Nyla Rose on her worst day is 10 times the worker Nia Jax ever was. Call it like I see it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Jamel, I think Ruby Soho will be your first ever TBS women's or TBS champion. E hit me with who would you put on your tag team Mount Rushmore from the 80s and 90s era? Road Warriors number one. Road Warriors number one, Rock and Roll Express. Midnight Express number three, and that would be, I'll say Stan Lane and Beautiful Bobby as the combination. And the fourth, I'm going to go Arn and Tully. That's my Mount Rushmore. Jamie Hayter, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Guys, awesome. I got Arn and Tully up there for sure. Anyway, there's your short but sweet preview. Let's talk ratings, kids. This week, Dynamite. 861,000. Down just a scooch from last week's 898. Rampage have yet to take place tonight. Last week, 431K. I think it was the lowest since the show began. So, yeah, you can take that or leave it. It's always up to you whether or not you care. That's just how we go here. So, yeah. What else have we got talking about here today? We have a Vince McMahon docudrama series coming next year to Netflix in 2022. What are your thoughts on this? Are you looking forward to this? Do you care about this? I got mixed emotions on this. If they've got anything to do with it, and they do, you're going to get what is going to be cleaned and sanitized for your protection. I think we all know that, right? So with that being the case, how excited can I actually get with this? Can I be honest with you? How excited can I actually get? Because I don't know how I feel about it. It's just one of those things where if they have creative input, and they've got a lot of creative input, supposedly, then yeah. I mean, you're not going to get a straight neutral look at this. You're not going to get unbiased. You're not going to get anything of the sort. You're going to get things the way the company wants you to see it. It's smart. It's a publicly traded company. They want to control the narrative. It's what they've always done. It will debut in 2022. They've been talking about it for a long time. Stephanie McMahon had this to say, quote, "I am equal parts excited and really nervous. I don't know what it's going to say." Yeah. Ha. Yeah. But it's going to capture his life and his story, which so richly deserves to be told. End quote. So there you go. This is not the one that everyone's been talking about, the United States of America versus Vince McMahon scripted series being developed by WWE and Blumhouse Media. So there you go. What do you guys think about this, man? What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on losing this match? Cherie says, I actually like the Vince segment on Raw with Theory. Really? To each his own. Eric says, what's going on with Triple H? Saw a few articles. Supposedly his health is worse than what they made it out to be. That's a good question. I don't know. What do you think about Johnny Gargano contract coming up? I think if I'm Johnny, all right. Christopher, here's what I really think. It's easy for me to go, he should go to AEW or New Japan. Wife, baby, family, man. They've taken care of him. They've taken care of both him and Ciampa, right? Why would you leave? He's not in Cole's position. Why would you leave? I mean, in my opinion, Johnny worked all around the world before he signed with that company. So did Ciampa. Why would you leave? If the money's good and you like your creative direction, you don't care about the main roster. They don't care about putting you on the main roster. Why would you leave? That's my opinion. It's my opinion. So there you go. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just telling you the some of the buzz. I'm not going to give anybody any plugs. Go look it up if you're curious about the Triple H thing. I'm just telling you what I read. I don't know if it's true or not. So I've not been told anything or heard anything specifically. Okay. I'm in the dark on that stuff as much as you are. So there you go. Toby says, I'm excited about the Vince docuseries as I am Raw. By the way, Raw sucks. So there you go, to each his own. Let's talk about AEW. Next in line. It's a program for college athletes. You heard me right. WWE has announced the launch of a new program to create a clear pathway from college athletics to WWE. It was announced that WWE is establishing an NIL program for college athletes. NIL deals allow athletes to profit off of their name, image, and likeness while still in college. The first NIL deal in WWE history was announced this September with Olympic gold medalist wrestler Gable Stevenson. There it is. Signing with the company. The name of WWE's program is Next in Line. So there you go. Triple H had a little something to say about this. Triple H says, quote, we immediately saw it as an amazing recruiting tool for us because it allows us to show athletes a path to WWE and engage with them in a way where they can learn more about it. We can learn more about them all while working together and finding out if it's a good fit before they're even finished college and before they need to make any decisions about what they're going to do in that next stage of their life, end quote. He also said, we've put a lot of effort into recruiting athletes and finding athletes to let them know WWE is a potentially lucrative opportunity for them if they're interested and passionate about it. You know what this all boils down to? Draw up close if you don't know. What's up, Chris? No worries, man. Elvis says, who's on your Mount Rushmore of viewers? Hint, hint, cough, cough. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. Well, if you quit taking shots at me all the time, maybe I'd put you up there. Taking shots at my teams, taking shots at me, little subtle jabs. Be nice, E. Play pretty. Okay, so here's where we're at. With the advent of NXT 2.0, WWE has decided, well, pal, we're no longer going to go to the well of indie talents. Let those other guys have them. We don't want them anymore. What's the next best bet for them? You got to get them from somewhere. If you're not going to go to the independent professional wrestling scene, if you're not going to go to the indie circuit, if you're not going to go to guys and gals who have already learned how to work, they're already good at what they do. They just need a national platform and a big time company to apply their craft. If that's what if you don't want to do that anymore, you have to find a way to recruit new talents. You got to get bodies from somewhere. So this college thing, this effort to recruit straight from college, and we will see how it pans out. But I'll tell you this, considering this is what they chose to do with NXT 2.0, let them do it. Why not just let them do it? What else are they going to do? You know what I mean? What other options do they have? This way they can get the young 20 to 22 to 23-year-old guys and gals, young in the prime of life, still got baby teeth, for God's sake. I'm saying, that's what they want. Go younger, pal. Younger. That's what they're doing. I'll stop with the terrible impression now. My apologies. What's up, Byron? Welcome to the show, my friend. Are you talking about that might retire the Cruiserweight title again? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I heard the same thing. So, yeah, we will see how the WWE NIL goes. Next in line. Not to be confused with NXT. It's not NXT in line. It's next in line. I thought NXT basically meant next in line. Apparently, I was wrong. So, there you go. What else are we talking about? How about this? A bunch of you been talking about it. The Miz returns. Isn't it funny? Less than a week after CM Punk. That's a whole different character. CM Punk invokes the name of Mike the Miz Mizarian. Less than a week. Miz is back. We need you, Miz. Yeah, Punk talked about you. Monday's fine. That works. Isn't it funny? Now, I know what you're thinking. Tom, WWE, they don't hot shot book based on what AEW does. I'll sip some coffee while I let you giggle. If you believe that, by the way, if you really believe that WWE does not knee-jerk react when it comes to what AEW does and knee-jerk books and changes direction based on what the other guys are doing, I got some great beachfront property in Idaho. I'll sell it to you dirt cheap, baby. Saying, I'll hook you up. I will hook you up. What do we think about the Miz's return? Marcus says, Miz versus Edge should be awesome. Tom, get off Miz. Get off him, Tom. Let the man just Miz. Let the Miz be Miz, Tom. Just let him Miz all he wants, Tom. Tom, what's wrong with you? Miz hater. I like Miz, by the way. I do. I don't think that he is what they think he is. But I love the fact that he's loyal. I love the fact that he's an incredibly hard worker. I don't see any fault with Miz. I find no fault with this man. I'm not being sacrilegious. Relax. It's just a thing to say. Yeah, I don't hate on him at all. Is he MJF? No, but how many people are? How many people are? Shane says, love him or hate him, Miz is the best heel in WWE. He worked his butt off to get where he's at. I agree with the second part of that. I don't know if I'm with you on the first part, but I agree with the second part. It's all subjective. It's how you feel. He definitely has put the work in. Shannon, preach! Reverend Larissa in the house. He's definitely the safest to work with. Never heard anybody complain that Miz hurt them. Never read any stories that Miz was too stiff, that Miz took liberties in the ring. Never. Shannon, I love you for that. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. Charles says, is MJF really Miz? I love you, Charles, for that. No. But I did say on more than one occasion here on the show that MJF is what WWE believes the Miz is. And he's not. It's okay. You can't be MJF in WWE. If MJF ever were to make the mistake, the choice to sign with Vince McMahon, he would not be MJF anymore. Sorry. He'd probably keep the name, but no, he wouldn't be MJF anymore. He'd have to tone it down. No more taking shots at kids. No more being himself. No more being a nasty heel. He'd be comical. They turn him into a comedy act. Carlos says, I like him, but his wife is helping him. Without his wife, I don't know what happens to him. I will disagree with you, Carlos, on that score because he was doing his thing before they ever put his wife on TV, before the reality show ever came. So I will politely disagree with you on that. Jamel says, I think MJ. Oh, Jamel. I don't hate that, dude. I don't hate that. I think MJF is what the Miz would be unscripted. I do not hate that at all. Well done. If they were to take the governor off of Miz, take the braces off and say, Miz, just go talk. Nothing's out of bounds. I don't care about cursing. Do whatever. Go talk. And make them hate you. That's the caveat. Every person in that crowd had better be booing and throwing things at you by the time you're done. Go stir them up. And if you don't do it, don't come back through that curtain. Don't come back through the curtain until people are threatening to kill you. Could he do it, I wonder? I wonder if he could do it. Charles says MJF would be Disco Inferno in WWE. Interesting take. Interesting take. Vic, dude, you know I love your Facebook, right? I like your posts all the time. I save a lot of the memes that you put up, by the way. Just look at what they did to EC3. Here's hot take time. Hot take. Hotlanta. Ready? I don't know if EC3 is who we thought he was. Isn't that Tony Dungy? Is that Tony Dungy? Or Herm Edwards? Herm Edwards? They are who we thought they were. I don't know if EC3 is who we thought he was. If you doubt me, go look at his work in Ring of Honor. And listen, I mean no disrespect at all. The guy he's a Greek. Look at him. He's a Greek god. He was built for this business. He's a good worker. I believe he's a good worker. I have no issue with his work. Never have. Why would I? He's good. I have issue with the character. I think it's a little bizarre. I think it's a little off-putting at times. Several years ago, he went to Disney World, I think, and took a picture of a guy one of the guys dressed as Squidward. He had a fanny pack on and like jams, you know what I mean? By that, like the shorts. And he was like with a straight face putting a thumbs up or something. And then like around the same time, I saw a picture of The Rock's Instagram where he's like howling and lifting weights and his muscles are shredded and he's about to explode out of his body. And I put a side-by-side up on my social media and I said, which one says superstar to you? Which one says megastar to you? It's my take. But go look at EC3's work in Ring of Honor over the past year or so and tell me what you think. Tell me if you still think that WWE got it wrong or if is he who we thought he was? Is he who we think he is? He was on commentary in Ring of Honor one night and he's got a very straight-laced delivery when he talks. And he's going like this and everything he says is very matter of fact. But the problem is with his gimmick, I can't really tell what he's talking about. He talks about honor a lot and that kind of thing. And then on one night during commentary, he said something at the same time. One of the other guys, it may have been, I forget which one. Rick Abani might have said the same thing he said at the exact same time. And EC3 goes, Jinx, buy me a Coke. And it was a very quick, and then it's gone. But in my head, I went, what was that? Now, granted, I really go way overboard with analyzing this stuff. But in my head, I went, nah. Anyway. Thank you, guys. Coach Dennis Green. And here I am a Vikings fan and forgot it was Dennis Green. Well done, everybody. Thank you. I have not seen the MJF Tough Enough audition tape, Molly. I'm going to go look that up now. So there you go. I digress. A few more things here before we take it home. How many Monty Python fans do we have in the crowd tonight, today, this evening, this afternoon? Where are you in the world? Last week, the talent. Lena Fanine. Lana Fanine. Lena Fanine. Apologies if I'm butchering the name. Formerly known as Nia Jax. Put up this tweet. Someone came at her a little bit about her name. She said, LOL, newsflash, Lena is my real name. It's not another ring name. It's just my name, all caps. The name given to me at birth. Calm TF down, trolls. In all fairness, quote, opponent crippler, end quote, would be a solid front runner if I ever decided to wrestle again, but it's highly unlikely. Let's break this down. End quote. Let's break this down. First of all, she said, if I ever decided to wrestle again, Nia Jax never wrestled to begin with. Number two, calling herself opponent crippler, it's cute. Nia Jax hurt people in the ring. I'm not making that up. I'm not making false accusations. I'm not throwing stones at a glass house. I'm doing none of these things. I'm not poking fun. I'm not insulting her as a person. I'm not calling her names. I'm not making fun of her size or her hair or her look. I'm not doing any of those things. I don't care to because I don't have anything against her. Nia Jax could not work. Fact. Nia Jax hurt people in the ring. Fact. Nia Jax had no business being in a pro wrestling ring, especially WWE. Fact. You can argue, you can debate. You are wrong. Okay? You're wrong. Now, if I made personal insults, if I took shots at her as a person and you debated me, cool. Totally cool. But if you tried to debate me and try to correct me for saying she could not work, she never could wrestle, she hurt people in the ring and outside the ring, and she had no business being in a ring, you are wrong. Sorry, you're wrong. I've been saying it for years here on the show. I will not take it back now. And here we go. Robbie gets it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Nia Jax is no more. She has ceased to be. She's an ex-superstar. Now, I'm not making fun of her being fired at all. I don't make fun of anybody being fired from any company. That's the wrong thing to do. Don't be that guy. But the character, sayonara sucker, okay? Horrible character. She couldn't pull it off, kids. Bottom line. I don't care who her family is. I don't care. Let anyone say what they want to say. This is all subjective, and in my humble opinion, she had no business being in a ring. And I'm sorry, that's not just opinion. That is a fact. Nia Jax is no more. She has ceased to be. Jeff says Nia Jax would have been good with more training on being safe. I disagree, Jeff. Jeff, God, thank you for saying that. Jeff, I disagree. You want to know why? She had all the training in the world. She has some great opponents. It never clicked. Some people are not in this. Some people in this business today have no business being in it. You want to know why? Because some people are not cut out for this. I want you to, Molly. Thank you, Molly. You're the best. Thank you. I want you guys to think about, what do you do for a living? Don't tell me. It's none of my business. But think about this before you comment. What do you do for a living in your line of work? How many times have you ever stood back with a coworker and gone, this guy doesn't get it? How is he here? Anybody know why this guy got hired? Why did they hire her? She was never cut out for this. And you know what? It's okay. It doesn't mean her life's over. Being fired from WWE doesn't mean you're off to the mortuary, for God's sake. Go live your life. Enjoy it. Do something with your name and face that was all over national television for years. Go sign a deal with somebody. Get a spot on a TV show. Go with God, brother, sister. Do what you want to do. It's fine. I don't care. Stay out of the ring. You're not cut out for it. Now, you know what someone like her would say? Like you are. You don't know what we go through. You don't know the struggle. Stop. I'm not saying I am. If I say here and criticize the basketball player and said he can't play the game, does that mean to say, well, you think you can play the game? No, of course I can't. It's not what that means. But I know what I see and what I saw for years. And anyone excusing her, anyone trying to say, well, Tom, it takes some time. Shut up. No. Shane says Nia Jax to me probably was push. Probably. Brother, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. Christopher calls it a shoot fight with Charlotte. I don't know if I call it a shoot fight, but I think you're right. I think that was the beginning of the end right there. Ray says she could be an actress. She should be an actress. She could pretend to be a wrestler. I don't know, Ray. She wasn't fooling us, was she? I don't know if she can act or not. Let's talk about SmackDown. I've only got one preview for you kids tonight. Brock. By God, Lesnar. We'll see what happens. Brock smash. Brock man bun. Brock black tank. Brock eat him up. Hey, Brock, sick him. We'll see what happens. There's your SmackDown preview, kids. This week, Raw from 11/29, 1.68 million. That was down just a very small, minute scooch from 1.7 last week. Pardon me. NXT up just a scooch, 637 over 625. Last week, SmackDown 2.15 million compared to tonight's. We don't know yet. There's your numbers. There's your show. All right, kids. Let's open that floor wide open and hit me, Ray. I patiently await your Adam Cole question. Watch how quick this is. I bet he already had it queued up. Don't let me down, Ray. Don't let me down. Who watched the Beatles Get Back documentary? Oh, I love it. Massive Beatles fan here. In case you didn't know, wake up. I'll tell you. Huge Beatles fan. My kid's middle name is Lennon, for God's sake. How you like them apples? Apple, get it? Beatles? Where my Beatle maniacs at? Ray, I love you. Rob Bass or Biz Marquee, and if Adam Cole got 2 tickets for you and the boy to see Wu-Tang and hold 1 extra, can I come too? First of all, yes, all day. All day, Ray. All day, Ray! Ray done got a new nickname, yo. All day, Ray. Holy God, ADR. Freaking Ray, go tell your girl, tell your kids, tell your mama. Don't slap her. Just tell her. You are ADR. All day, Ray. I love when stuff clicks. I'm goofball. I apologize. Biz Marquee or Rob Bass. Joy and pain, baby. Much love to the late Biz Marquee. I'll go Biz Marquee. Jamel says, where do you go from Roman beating Brock? He has beaten everyone in the company. Jamel, I got a better one. Where do you go from Roman beating Undertaker? You're right. And he beat Brock before this, too. There's no one left. There's no one left. Who do you love more, the boy or the dog? Oh, my God, E. Dog's name is Wicket. Have I ever told you this story? When my kid was but a wee lad, this big, he couldn't talk very well. He was behind. We got him some speech therapy. If any of you have kids and they have speech issues, dude, get speech therapy. It works wonders, okay? Did great for him, by the way. Did great things for him. So we got him speech therapy. We got a dog, and we were going to name the dog. And I always said that the boys sound like an Ewok. So we named the dog Wicket, and it stuck. Ricardo says, were you able to get Spider-Man tickets all sold out in my city? No, dude, I have not even tried yet. If anybody spoils Spider-Man for me, it's going to be a bad day for all of you. Thoughts on them totally embarrassing Tony Storm with 2 pies to the face. Toby, are you shocked? Are you surprised? I'm not. Vic, I did not see this, but I read the headline. What is going on? First off, no disrespect to these guys when I say this. They're still doing their thing and good on them. But these 2 bands of all people in 2021, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. Shane with a softball question, baby. When you discovered wrestling, what promotion was it? JCP. Jim Crockett Promotions, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, the NWA. I'm in Crockett country. Lived here my whole life, man. I grew up Jim Crockett baby. Always have been, always will be. That's pro wrestling to me. That's why any company that comes along that maybe not mimics it, but does it in honor of Jim Crockett Promotions has got my vote every day and twice on Sunday. That was wrestling to me. Still is. Any chance Liv Morgan beats boring Lynch? No, sir, in my opinion. Chris grew up. I did watch some AWA growing up. What I could watch on the when they were from the Showboat in Vegas on ESPN. I did watch some. Who will win the Battle Royal and Dynamite? Tim says. I think MJF's winning the thing again. My opinion. My opinion. When will Adam Cole beat Page to become the new champ? I think it's going to be. I can envision Adam Cole, baby, being the AEW World Champion, but I don't think they need to rush it. I don't think it needs to happen anytime soon. In the year 2022, I'd buy that. But I don't know when to tell you. Fall of next year, maybe? Anything can happen. That'd be my guess. E with a legitimate question. Clint Black was in town. Do you listen? No, sir. I am not a country music fan at all. Never have been, never will be. I just can't stomach it. Mid-Atlantic wrestling was amazing. My Saturdays were so good as a child. 100% agree. What if Sarah Logan came out at Winter is Coming? I'm down for that. I love Sarah, actually. I'm going to tell you something in all due fairness, and this is going to sound like something, and I don't really mean it to. Sarah's a real woman, kids. I'm sorry. Liv Morgan, if I can be sexist for a moment, Liv Morgan and all that, okay. Sarah Logan, okay. My opinion is how I look at it. It's my own personal taste. She's a real woman. I'm just saying. Alma says need to do it. I have done some back when the main event was actually main event. Every single episode was a different main event topic. You know what I mean? I have done it before. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we will one Friday just talk about nothing but old school, and whoever wants to show up can show up. Maybe we won't do it on a Friday. We'll do it as an extra edition. Tim says, greatest match you ever saw in AWA. Okay, Tim, I'll say Pretty Boy Doug Summers and Playboy Buddy Rose against the Midnight Rockers when they got color and they bled like stuck pigs. Marty bladed way too deep. They all did, really, and the blood was gushing everywhere. That was an insanely good match. And it's got to be. It's a highlight for me. I think that was, and I know it sounds weird. This is a great match because of blood. But the blood fed into it. I have no problem with the blood if it feeds into the storyline. They took so long to give those two guys the belts, and it was a master stroke. I guess it was Vern that was booking that. It was master stroke. You couldn't say that a lot about what Vern did back in the day, dude, but it was master stroke because you put the baby faces on the ropes as much as possible. The excitement's in the chase. This is the problem when the baby face gets the title, okay? Drama's over. When babyface gets the title, there's no drama. The drama's in the chase. The face is chasing the heel who constantly cheats to keep the belt from him. There's no drama when the face becomes champ. The drama changes then to, can the champ keep the belt despite everyone trying to cheat to take it from him? It's a different kind of drama. In my opinion, the drama's not quite as good. There's my answer. Charles picks Baron Von Raschke versus Crusher Blackwell. Crusher Blackwell was a legend in AWA for sure. James, what's up, my friend? Can't wait for Smackdown. It's going on to be on used to like, will Ronda return? I don't know, brother. I don't think they're missing her at all. Cherie. Oh God, Cherie, I love you for this. Favorite classic rock: Eagles, Led Zeppelin, The Who, or Rush? Zeppelin. Out of that bunch, Zeppelin. I like The Who quite a bit. Never an Eagles fan. I appreciate the musicianship of Rush. I don't own a Rush album at all. I own all of Zeppelin's catalog. So Baker will cost Hater first. Ooh. Do you mean it the other way around? Hater will cost Baker the title, maybe? Oh, yeah, you're right, Brett. They did dominate. You want to know why? Okay, Brett. Want to know why the Road Warriors greatest tag team of all time? Anyone know why? Because they made more money than everybody else did. Add it up. That's why they're the greatest tag team of all time. They did it. They figured it out. Everywhere they went, they were champs. Every company they worked in, they were in demand everywhere they went. Even when they were older, they were in demand. Road Warriors greatest tag team of all time. That's how I feel. Shannon, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. We're about to take this thing home. What else you guys got for me before we get up out of here? Orlando says, what do you think of Brock Lesnar's return tonight? I think we'll see what happens. Brock smash. Ray, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Stevie Nicks or Janis Joplin? Ooh, Stevie Nicks. I have listened to Steel Panther, Charles. I have. They are freaking hilarious. Good band, too, actually. They are freaking hilarious. I couldn't tell you one song, but I have listened to them. They're funny, man. They're very funny. Shane says FTR today reminds me of the Midnight Express. Of course. That's a problem, though. There's no Rock and Roll Express to compete. They could have been the Bucks. Excuse me. Coffee's killing me. Jaded or Boys to Men? Boys to Men. I got a soft spot for Boys to Men. Was it Mama? That song Mama? Is it called Mama? God, that's a tear your heart out your body, man. It's good stuff. Oh no, the DMD will cost Hater her shot at the TBS title starting the rift. Well, they're already kind of going at each other, aren't they? Elvis Martinez, favorite Christmas movie. It's not really a Christmas movie, but It's a Wonderful Life is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. All time. As far as favorite Christmas movie goes, like specific Christmas, Elf. I'll say Elf. I love Elf. I love Fred Claus. I love Christmas Vacation. I love the classics. But yeah. Who do you think will take the title from Roman? By God Reigns. He's beaten everyone. Orlando, my friend, I'd love to give you an answer. I don't have one. I really don't have one. I'd have to think about that for a spell. I don't know, man. I honestly don't. I'd rather tell you I don't know and be honest than just throw a name out there. Alma says Journey or Van Halen. Van Halen. Journey is a chick band. No disrespect to Journey. Just saying. Their lead guitarist is a great lead guitarist. He played with Carlos Santana. Neil. I can't remember the lead guitarist of Journey's name. Don't anyone tell me. Neil Vachon. What is it? Something like that. Tim says Ray Dean wants for Christmas is King Adam Cole, baby, to be AEW champion. Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl championship. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I agree, Charles. 100% agree. I have not watched Red Notice yet, Toby. Chris, Bad Santa is really good. Hey, I like Home Alone too. We're going to do a 6M podcast on Home Alone if Ashley Tate ever helps me make this happen. Daily Roth or Sammy Hagar? I'm a Sammy guy, Shane. I am. I can't help it. Shane has got talent for days, man. Crazy. Timothy says, Tom Clark, you bring Tina, Phil, James, and Troy. I can't do that many people at one time, I don't think. I can do 3. I don't think I can do 4 at one time. Maybe. I'll have to look. Boy, it's a lot of traffic to, navigate, a lot of balls to juggle in the air at one time. Yep, Home Alone's good. Orlando, let's take us home, my friend. Do you think we will see the match Roman Reigns versus The Rock? I do. And if I was a betting man, I'd say WrestleMania next year. That's my call. That's my belief. Alma says Steven Tyler and Mick Jagger. That's tough. That's tough. I can't. It's so hard to answer. I don't know. Toby says your favorite. I'll go with Jagger. Toby says your favorite Christmas gift of all time. My son. My son was born in September of 2008. I know it was early, but yeah, he's the best. Well, guess what, kids? There we go. There's your show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a blast. We laughed, we cried, we got excited, we got a little down, but we brought it home. We do what we do here on the show. I appreciate you. We're going to be back a week from today. Don't miss us, baby. We'll be back in the house. We'll be back the week after that with our Christmas episode. What? Shut up. Yes, that's true. Look out. Actually, is that the week after? Yeah, the week after that will be our Christmas episode. Uh-oh. And then the next week, we're taking that week off because Christmas. You guys want to get me some presents? Go to tinyurl.com/TomClarkPods, P-O-D-S. Buy some merch, baby. It'd be greatly appreciated. You guys would be awesome for doing that. I would very much appreciate it. All right, I'm getting out of here. You guys do me a favor. Have the best weekend ever. Be safe and happy and healthy out there. Go shop for Christmas, Amazon.com, or tinyurl.com/TomClarkPods, P-O-D-S. Get you some Tom Clark's Main Event /Tom Clark 6M Podcast merch. Thank you for being here for me, guys. Thank you for always being here and hanging out and showing us some love. We appreciate you. We love you here on the show. You guys are the best. Everybody, have a great one. We'll see you next week, all right? Thanks again, kids. See you next week. See you next time. Tom Clark's Main Event.